the women, it is a leverage for the society and the community at large. We have a lot of responsibility that they have been handling at different and respective. We've talked about political, economical, education. They are there, even at home. But this society will only be at peace when the mental strength is balanced, when the mental faculty is at work. And looking into this action of mental activity, it is necessary for us to make it loud enough that even we as a woman, we have our limitation. We have something that needs all to be balanced. And we also need both gender to really look into this, because it is high time for us to be aware that our mental equality is a necessity. So for us on societal concerns, we actually see it as a necessity, and that is why we are working on a program also for that will be coming up April 29th and 30th. Mental awareness, just on mental awareness.
How do you plan to do it?
Well, it is a community activities. It is for everybody. Everybody needs to mentally balanced. It's an avenue for you to come for a medical checkup. It's going to be free. It's open to everyone. There are going to be health facilities accessible to everyone. Talk about your vitals, talk about even the women gender checkups and all that. We have some segments that are going to be taking care of that. We are working in line with the primary health centers. And basically for now, for the April, we are targeting Oshodi community.
So where exactly in Oshodi community?
The first day is a 2-day program. It's going to be a 2-day program. The first day is on Awareness Day, where we're going to be all around a walk show, walk awareness on the market square. It's going to take off from Underbridge, Oshodi, Underbridge, walk down to Arena, down to the local government, and Mafuluku Axis. That's the awareness day where we're going to
be. Sensitization.
Yeah, exactly. And for that, people will have access to straight attention. If you have, because it is obvious that the market women that you are seeing there, it's not ordinary that you want to ask them, what is there, how much is this? And the next thing you pick up a fight. They don't intend to. It is the hormone is not balanced. Something is wrong somewhere. And you that you're already coming,
triggering the anger.
Exactly. You'd already coming with another impression. You just, what's that? I only ask you how much, and that kind of a thing, and it's getting alarming. So we really need to take this to their doorstep, where they are.
Okay, it's actually a pleasure talking to our colleague here, Ambassador Luak Belumi. We're going to the network service now for the news highlights, and when we come back, we'll continue. There is Sunday show. Don't go away. I know you're enjoying yourself. Do you know where the family is? All right, so we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Hello, here's an update of the news on NTA International. I am Dennis Adegunloye. The United Nations World Food Programme has called for action regarding the food security situation in the Sahel region. In a statement, the agency reported that its program in the region and Nigeria will end next month unless emergency funds can be secured. It further stated that funding shortfalls will force the agency to suspend food assistance for 2 million crises-affected people, including Sudanese refugees in Chad, Malian refugees in Mauritania, IDPs and vulnerable food insecure families in Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and Nigeria. The UN Food Agency urgently requires $620 million to ensure continued support for crisis-affected people across the Sahel and in Nigeria over the next 6 months. Syrian's interim leader, Mohammed Shara, has called for national unity after days of clashes. Reports say Syrian security forces have allegedly killed hundreds of civilians from the Alawite religious minority. Hundreds of people have reportedly fled their homes in the coastal provinces of Latakia and Tartus, a heartland of deposed President Bashar al-Assad, who also belongs to the Alawite sect. The president, who said, though the claims have not been verified, stressed the need to preserve national unity and civil peace as much as possible. A cyclone has brought wild weather to the east coast of Australia, leaving thousands of people without power. Communities in southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales were beginning the cleanup on Sunday after the storm caused widespread flooding and knocked down power lines and trees. A 61-year-old man's body was recovered from floodwaters, while in a separate incident, 12 soldiers were taken to hospital after their convoy crashed en route to rescue operations. The Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, on Sunday warned locals of the continued wild weather and risks of further flooding. The federal government has converted the Gombe State government-owned General Hospital, Kumo, into a federal medical center. The Kumo Federal Medical Center will serve as a tertiary health hospital, contributing to the training of medical personnel and boosting healthcare services in Gombe State and the Northeast generally. It is the second federal medical institution in the state after the Federal Teaching Hospital in Gombe. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, says Nigeria needs women to be at the forefront of development. In a message to mark International Women's Day, the Speaker canvassed empowerment of women right from childhood, saying they are critical to the development of any nation. He calls for their deployments at the forefront when executing developmental projects and programs at various leadership levels. And that's an update of the news at this time. Thanks for being a part of it.
On NTA Channel 10, Sunday show. On NTA Channel 10, Sunday show.
Back to the studios of Nigerian Television Authority, Tartan, Lagos Station for excellence. Of course, this is a Sunday show. What else would you rather be on a Sunday afternoon? It's a cool Sunday afternoon, isn't it? You know what your family eats. Well, we've been talking about women, International Women's Day, and we can't stop talking about it, actually. Of course, you know that agriculture started because women started tilling the ground, started planting what the men gathered. You know, that was how communities came about.
Development.
You know, so without women, actually, we wouldn't have had communities as we had today. And so we wouldn't have had societies. So we wouldn't have had countries.
Important.
All right, so
Important.
absolutely important.
Very,
So,
very important.
so, but let's move to music. My friend here, Ijoma Francis Chidom P.
GPM.
Chidon GPM.
GPM.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Chidon GPM plays a certain kind of music called gospel pop.
Gospel.
Gospel. That's what I called gospel. Now, I actually would want to start by asking him how gospel came about, because that's quite interesting, actually. And that is something you haven't heard of, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, something novel, idealistic, something interesting. So, Chidom GPM.
Yeah.
Dope. So, what is gospel?
Okay, Gospel, thank you very much for having me for the show. My name is Chidon, the King of Gospel Music. Gospel Standard is a God music ministry that will bring hope to the hopeless and will make praising God look beautiful.
Wow. Hope to the hopeless.
Yes.
And then we'll make everywhere.
We make praising God look beautiful.
Oh, great. To make praising God look beautiful.
beautiful.
That's interesting. Now, having introduced gospel, how did you start? How did you think about this sort of field of human endeavor?
Anyway, I didn't choose gospel music, but I think gospel music chose me. Like, my father used to be a prophet, my mother is a prophetess, so I was born in the house of God, where they make God music. And I left home.
Really?
Yeah, I left home when I was a kid. Growing up on the street. Seeing some kind of people making good music. I wanted to make music, but anytime I try to make music, it doesn't come on the kind of the ones the other people doing. It come always on the God music. So, and then thinking about my style, my kind of person, my kind of I decided to make bring this kind of music called gospel. That it doesn't matter where you're coming from, whether Muslim, Christian, hence you believe in God. Let's just make praising God look beautiful. Yeah.
Why did you run out of home? I mean, your father was a prophet, your mother was a prophetess, and you decided to run away from home. What happened?
I didn't know for home, but I think you see, my story is like a story of Joseph. When I was born as a kid, it seems like God knows why I'm born here on earth, and He needed to take me somewhere to fortify me, and then grow me in the way He wanted me to be. Returning back after 19 years, I brought gospel music.
Oh, after 19 whole years.
Yeah.
So, within those years, do you want to tell us what you were doing?
Yes, I was always struggling. A lot of things happened to me. I passed through a lot. Something happened, a lot of things to make me give up. But all those things were just like for me to have a story to tell. Because they say in every successful story there's a kind of painful story as well. So all those things happened to me on the street made me to have a reason to praise God, because I think if not because of the grace of God, maybe I would be nowhere to be found today. So yeah, I think a lot of people going through my kind of station of past in the past. So making kind of God music on the street, they will have a reason to help on God, and they also at the same time make person God look beautiful.
So can you tell us the turning point? What is that particular thing that happened to you that made you realize that, oh, it's God's music that I want to do?
Yes, because like I said, going up on the street, a lot of things happen. And when I look, look my left, my right, nobody is there to help me. It's only by the grace, it's God who took me on. And then, I realized that He just want me to have a story to tell. Yeah, so I don't have any meme. So some people think about women, ladies. I think they have that story to tell. Me, I don't have that story. The story I have is the grace of God in my life, the things I've done for me. And then I think people too going through a lot too. When they listen to my stories, they will have a reason to hope, do not give up at any time. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Do not give up anytime. Now, God pulled you from the streets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You write your own stories? You write your own lyrics?
Yes, of course. Yeah. I don't write my music. Sometimes when I sleep, I dream the music. I go to studio and make the songs, and people say they like the kind of my music. So I keep on doing. Most of my songs, I didn't write them, but I had inspiration. Yeah.
Okay, can you sing for us?
The latest one I have now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone.
Because after this, we'll now talk about your latest musical video and the rest of what's you going to talk about that. But that guy, because people watching now would actually want to hear you sing that gospel.
Yeah.
Can you sing?
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
Akachukwu toro ogologo kwemakwa na tinye chigechi. Anyị agbakwa ha gbọ na ọ na-ahụkwanụ nsogbu anyị. Every night and day, ọ ga-emewe anyị ihe anyị na yọ. Nwanne ọ ga-emewe anyị ihe ọma anyị na yọ. And ọ ga-emekwa ihe niile plenty, plenty, plenty. My miracle plenty, plenty, plenty. My favor plenty, plenty, plenty. My money plenty. I will receive your miracle plenty, plenty, plenty.
Okay, that's where the plenty, plenty, plenty came over.
That's right.
Okay, the plenty, plenty, plenty. All right. This is already online?
Yes, of course, on all platforms.
On all platforms.
Yeah.
So, what's the reception like?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, how are people receiving?
The people, I'm surprised. Like I left home for a couple of years. I've been, I stayed in a couple of, I stayed in Ghana for some time. The city of like a city in Ghana called Tema.
Mm.
That's where I grew up, and that place I can say is the city of music. So my people, I think they're happy. Now I'm home. I see how my people are reacting. People are following me up. They're saying, "You don't like what you are doing." So I'm so happy. Like I'm so happy that they are relating to the music. Yeah.
Chidom GP.
And people have been calling you for shows.
I just came. I hope so. The show will be coming.
But you are open
Yeah,
to
of
attend
course,
shows.
100%.
Okay, so your fans are listening.
Yeah, of course. Big up to you guys, man.
Okay, let's look at your new musical video.
Yeah.
Could you talk about it?
Yeah, my musical video, like, I think God used to direct me in everything I do. I think 2023, I came home, I lost my mom. When I came home, I played after some years. My people love my music, so I came home. They say, "Oh, Chidon, you have to come here, make your music and stuff like that. People understand you better here." So I prayed about it. I went online and to search for people who can help me shoot the music video. I come across Director J. I called him on the phone. I told him, "Yo, this is who I am and this is what I want you to do." He listened to my songs. He said, "Oh, yeah, I like your music. I want to work with you." So after my mother's burial, I went back to where I used to stay. So, but we keep on communicating. But when I dropped this song, he called me and said, "Yo, Chidon, I like this your song. I want us to work together on it." So on the 18th of December last year, I came home. So we shot the video and it was dope. We like it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so could you sing a little bit from that musical video?
That's what I'm saying. Akachukuto logo logo.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
Akachukuto
plenty,
logo.
plenty, yeah.
Oh, that's the plenty.
That's right.
Okay. How was it making the video? Was it tough?
Yeah, it was a bit stressful, but this is what I dedicate myself to. So I didn't see. I think it's a part of the deal. So it was a lot of stress. We left home. We went to a different place somewhere in Lagos, different locations. I didn't know. I picked up my brother from another mother, Obi. So he was the one helping me and my manager here, MC Senator. So they directed me so much to make sure I didn't go the wrong way. So we pull up from where I used to stay in Tecta. We went to the island, then went to a different location, different locations. So, and the team was there. The people, they supported me in so many ways to make sure gospel music is a success. Yeah.
Now, your genre, gospel pop, is beginning to catch up.
Yeah.
Do you get questions like, how did this come about? What is it all about? There's gospel music, there's gospel jazz, there's gospel instruments, gospel reggae, and now this is gospel pop.
Gospel.
All right.
Yeah, the questions, nobody, they don't ask that question now, but from the place I started from, STEMA,
Yeah.
when I started making the music, my boys were like, "Chidon, but we know you dope. Why don't you sing high life, sing this one?" I told them, "No, this is gospel." I believe the same people going to church, going to mosque, going to other kind of religious places, they are the ones listening to all the secular music. So I thought if I could bring this thing together, because I want to have a collaboration with those kind of people, let me make their fans praise God for a moment. Because in every living soul should praise God. You feel me? So it doesn't matter where you belong, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, hence you have life. I believe you should be able to give some accolade to God for giving the life alone. So my people, they don't get it twisted, but maybe I'm not to receive that questions. Yeah, I think they will understand where I'm coming from.
What are the challenges you have faced so far?
Challenges. It's not easy to penetrate the industry. People criticize. I back in the days, I think when I started first on, I went to Dubai I shot my first music video over there. So when I came home, I was not too familiar to the industry. I'm not in the industry like that. It was the fan was hitting me, and I didn't like it. I was like, I couldn't move on the street. People, I'm talking about GH where I lived. So the people, anytime I go, they see the music video look rich. They think I already made it. It disturbed me a lot. I couldn't go to some kind of places. As time goes on, so I didn't want to. I decided to relax and then study the game and then make more music and then come back to the country to give them what they expect from me.
Okay, let's look at your origins in Tema, Ghana, and then Nigeria. There are differences in terms of how music are made. Okay. Meanwhile, let's just go on a break. This is still the Sunday show on Nigerian Television Authority Channel 10 Lagos, and then we are talking with Chidom GPM, the gospel pop ambassador. When we come back, we'll continue discussing with him. Don't go away. Let's set some products.
Kissing Tester, a stylish and modern African setting company with vibrant colors and design, importer and exporter in different kinds of fabrics, well-loaded warehouse of various designs of fabric, taking you through to the shop's outlet where displayment is your pick-up point. Well-equipped staff to carry out your satisfactory services, introducing you to our management where completing better services as well as your satisfaction is our nature. Imagine wearing traditional styles and elegance, giving you the definition of confidence. A bustling marketing environment with a quick cut in between fabrics. Our extensive range of fabrics include intricate designs within colors and unique textures that reflect individual styles and personality. Our collections constantly involving new and exciting fabrics being added daily. For more information on our services and location nationwide, visit our website www.okissingtester.com or our social media handle. For quick customer services, call 070-4073-8601. Okissing Tester, not just a home for fabric, but a place where tradition meets elegance.
Guys, what we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuit ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
High spiritual.
Yo, she got me okay. Money to my destiny.
Mami wako plenty. My favor plenty. My money plenty. Mami wako plenty. Your dollar plenty. Your mansion plenty. Dienile plenty. Ama chineke plenty. Akachuku gologo kwima kwa nanti echi. Anya ya papa hapo na mkwanu sobo anyi. Every night and day, oge melanyi high na yo. Oge me kwenye nile plenty. Kakele wenu chine me mani, hama nilo merenai. Maka iye madu nekwe haigabo, kai mechana webo. Wane kakele wenu onye ne me mani, hama nilo merenai. Iye madu nekwe haigeme, kai mechana wemewa. Mami wako plenty. My favor plenty. My money plenty.
Now we are still chatting with Chidom GPM, the gospel ambassador. Now, what have been your low moments and high moments in this your career as you try to advance?
Okay, my low moment has been trying to penetrate to the industry. And it's not easy, and sometimes people think what you are doing is not among what they are, you're not part of them. And then me, I think they are not the one to choose me, it's God choose me. So, it's been a difficult moment because sometimes my kind of music, it's called music ministry. Sometimes they see me, sometimes they see me drink champagne. They think like, oh, but if you are part of, if you are God's child, why are you doing this? But all those things doesn't keep me down. I just want them to understand that this is what I'm doing doesn't stop me from praising God, but I know my limits. So sometimes being financially, I took my time. I know it's not easy to penetrate. Financially was a bit slow for me. Yeah.
Okay, so which artist would you want to collaborate with in the music industry?
In Nigeria?
Well, in Nigeria and outside the country. Okay, fine. Nigeria, then outside the country.
Okay, in Nigeria, there's some people I looked up to them sometimes I didn't know I could make God music. But after listening to their songs and then I had that motivation. Sometimes you can make some kind of God music, the flavor as well, you can make God music. So I would like to, with them in my kind of music, to look more super. So I would like to collaborate with them.
Good.
Are you open to people who want to join like you are an ambassador of
Like
gospel
collaborate
music now.
with him.
People that want to collaborate with you. Are you
Of course,
open to that?
I am open, and then also what Nigerians support me, what I'm bringing is something I want you to say, and also we are going to motivate more people to believe on themselves and know where they're here on earth. So I want my people to support me in so many ways. I'm not going to let anybody down. It's not easy to get there, but I know with the support of my people, I will get there.
Normally there are projections like, what would you want to be in the next 5 years with your gospel? Where are you taking it? What are your projections? What are your dreams?
My dreams are make more God music, make more sweet music, give hope to the hopeless, and they will talk about the place, shut down Mtakashe everywhere.
Piakas everywhere.
Yeah.
So the next 5 years, I have piakas everywhere.
Yeah.
And you bring God into the society.
Because talking about God, sometimes when you have, we sometimes we don't know the reason why we are on earth. When you listen to my music will give you that. My music attracts what they call it attracts God's presence, and also activate what they call your wet DNA. When you listen to my music, your wet DNA will be activated. Yeah, so it's like this plenty, the money affirmation. As long as you repeat what I say, my money plenty, my favor plenty, repeat it all the time, something will happen to your life. So I want to
really?
Witness. Yes, of course. Yes, I'm not just ordinary gospel music artist. I am a chosen one. I'm a prophet on the earth, and then my general should be able to be happy to have me as a prophet at a particular time.
So what you are saying in essence is that it's spiritual.
Yes, spiritual, 100%.
It's not just in mere music.
It's not just ordinary music.
There is God's presence or God's power attached to what you are doing.
Of course.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
And you talked about collaborating with working with Fino.
Yeah.
Working with
Flavor. Yes.
That Nigerian artists.
Yes.
Those are Nigerian artists.
Yeah.
Then in Ghana, where you said you came from, do you have anyone you are looking up to that, okay, in the near future, I would want to work?
Okay, although definitely I have a couple of songs I made with some Ghanaian artists. Most of them are not out yet, but all those guys are not famous like that. But I think Sarkodie, we all would grow up, it's from the Tema city where I grew up from. So I like to make a couple of music with him. And then I'm looking at maybe some other artists in Ghana who maybe Kofi Kinata. When you come to overseas, I would like to make music with maybe Kanye West or something. I don't know much about the people or other places, but as time goes on, I think anybody who comes with a good heart, we can make God music and make praising God look beautiful.
All right. Well, we're actually about putting the program to bed. What would you advise younger people who are interested in doing this sort of thing you're doing? What would you advise them?
Yeah, I will advise them not to give up. Destiny can be delayed, can never be changed. Be focused, stay away from hard drugs. Don't be too much into women, humanizing and protecting your dreams. Focus on your dreams. Sometimes the things you pass into now is just what's going to give you motivation to keep on going. The winners never quit, and the quitters never win.
Okay, so the final word as to what you're planning to do. Do you have upcoming events, plans? Quickly tell the viewers because we're about to do the program.
Yeah, whatever, I have more things that is coming up. Just I want you guys to follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my social media.
Tell them.
Chidon GPM, everywhere. Go to YouTube, watch up my other songs I made. Go to Instagram, TikTok, Chidon GPM. Follow me so that whatever I want to do, you will witness it, you'll be the first to know about it. Support God's pop music. God will support your dream as well.
I like that. Support God's pop music and God will support your dream. That's very important. You're also thinking about your neighbor, not just about yourself. Chidon P.
Chidon GPM.
Chidon GPM. It's a pleasure, right? It's a pleasure, and then God guide you, okay?
Good having you here.
I like your focus. It's a pleasure having you on our program. Whenever you have some progressive stops too, you come to the program, okay? This is a Sunday show.
Yeah,
There's no other Sunday show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
All right, just wait a bit. Okay, viewers, that's about what we have on this program today. And we do hope you've enjoyed the program. Like we told you at the beginning, yesterday was International Women's Day. Then equal rights for women, recognition for women, protection of women's rights, honoring women, recognizing them, praying for them actually, and then of course listening to them. You know, the bad thing in society is that people don't even listen to women. They don't listen to their partners, they don't listen to their wives, they look down on them. All right. Even when Chidom GPM was talking about bringing God into music, it's all the same thing, you know, respect. All right. So we thank you for being part of this program today. We will definitely, by His grace, come back again on Sunday with another edition of your favorite The Sunday Show. My name is Chris Aquarando. Just make sure you remain a citizen of Nigeria. You know, a progressive citizen, isn't it? Gloria?
Yeah. Happy International Women's Day to my fellow women, and have a great week.
All right. For all those behind the scenes, my producer, the directors, DOPs, floor managers, everybody behind the scene. It's been interesting presenting the program to you today. See you on Sunday, God willing. Bye for now.
Hana was in a phone for the address. On your position, so many Namato, Nahama the face. No Habako Libunu to Bechineke. 1,000 years new scoop for one day on your Giamata. Okay, whether I by force, I take my thing. Right now, the Lord is taking over. God's pop is taking over. My blessing is taking over. The mansion taking over. Akachuku to logo, Kimakwa Nanti, Echi. Every night and day, okay, Melanie, hi,